Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast. I'm Natalia, a certified hypnotherapist and a mindset shifter. Not too long ago, I was a broke, burned out, multi-passionate, single woman to now making six figures effortlessly, marrying the love of my life and attracting what I want by using my unique bridge method. I'm here to help you achieve the results you want in any area of your life by owning your true unique self with less doing, less stress, and definitely less effort. Now let's jump to today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello, gorgeous souls, and welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. I have such a good episode for you guys. This is actually the second time I'm recording this. If you missed the previous episode where I explained how Mercury was truly in retrograde times 10, and literally my microphone just fell and it stopped working, and just I had this whole technological disaster and really taught me about surrendering. So I today want to talk to you about the number one question that I keep asking myself that allowed me to truly attract abundance effortlessly. And abundance is not just on the financial aspect, but also relationship. It's also a way of living, and also in my health. It's also how I feel. And of course, in my business and my selling, everything that I do. This question is always something that I keep asking myself on a daily basis, and I'm going to share it with you. So before I'm going to start, I just want to kind of tell you guys a cool story that happened to me actually today. So I woke up today earlier than usual. Usually I wake up with my son. Sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 7:30, just depends how the night went. But today I woke up at 6:30 by myself, and my husband and Mikey were still sleeping. So I decided to just use this beautiful, rare time to go to my meditation mat and just do a breath work and meditate and just have this time to myself and start a day and pour into myself. So I did that, and I did my breath work, and I did the meditation. It's a combination of both, which I can for you guys to try already. Cloud9, the app that I've been working on for the longest time, and it's happening very, very soon. So everything is submitted and almost ready for approval. So once it's going to get approved, I absolutely going to shout it from the rooftop, because all of you need to experience this. This is like truly like anything else that anybody tried. And my clients, every time they try my meditations, they're like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what it is, but it just puts me in this spot that is just so magical. I can just fly after. And this is what I want you to experience for yourself as well. So long story short, I did a meditation. I felt so freaking good. And I was just sitting there, lying down actually, and I was thinking and putting this intention and calling my son, telling him to wake up, to grab my Stanley cup, open the door, and just how wouldn't it be nice for him to just come over and just lay on top of me, And I'm thinking this to myself, and I'm putting this intention out, and I just come back to my meditation, just come back to my breathing and just being present, and just letting my thoughts come in and out. Before you know it, I hear the door opens and I see the little toes coming through, because I couldn't see his head. And then I see him holding my Stanley cup, opening the door and going like this big smile, like he knew exactly what he was doing. And he right away gave me the cup of water and just lay on top of me. And I just gave him the biggest hug. And that moment, guys, is true manifestation at its finest. And I was thinking about it, how cool it is that we can communicate with the people that we love, that we can always tap into their energy. We can always send them messages. So if you are feeling, if you have relatives, you have family members, you have friends, or somebody you close to you, that you're not in a physical touch, you can't really see them, you can't really communicate with them, or, they passed. This is truly this confirmation that you can always, always, always communicate with your loved ones. Your soul is always living and always listening and is always there. And it's just such a beautiful experience that I had to share with you guys. So, coming back to our episode today, I want to share with you the number one question that is truly changing my business, changing my life. And I want you guys to start asking this question yourself as well. And the following question is, what would it look like if it would be easier? What would it look like if it would be easy? What would it look like if it would be easy? So think about this. How many times we're making things so much more complicated than what it should be or need to be? How much we are overdoing this analysis paralysis. We think the pros and cons. We try to weigh the risk and try to overthink and over strategize versus just be almost like that story that I told you where I was just laying down. I was putting the intention out there. I was trusting it's going to happen. I really felt it in my body and I let it go and it just happened. How cool is that? Why we cannot do it for everything in our life. So kind of looking into the business, okay, on a more practical level, okay. One of the things that a lot of business owners complain is, oh my God, I got to do this and I got to do this and I got to put myself out there and I got to put content every day and all these things. But again, it's a limitation that we put upon ourselves. It's a belief that we think if I am not going to put content every single day, right? I am not going to get the sales. I'm not going to get the recognition. I'm not going to get the exposure. Now, I know people that post every day. They don't really get the traffic. They don't really get the DMs. They don't really get the sales. And I know people that show up once a week and they do, right? So there's no rules. What it looks like for you, what would it look like if it was easy, if it was fun, if it was actually coming from you, like you actually want to do it, not because somebody told you to do it, right? For me, for instance, I like to batch my content. I like to film and I like to create from a very inspired high energy that is just so potent. And I can just use this content. And I really use pictures and videos that I have already in my video, in my phone. And I don't need to create a specific one or making it complicated. Like I always ask myself, what I want to say right now, what I really feel in my heart, what is the desire that I have that I want to share with people. And I just led myself to channel this. And I let it be easy. And I'm not putting these limitations and, oh, if I'm not posting every single day in a specific way, I am failing and my business is not going to do well. This is bullshit. What is selling is your energy. What is selling is your magnetic energy. What are you putting out there? What do you have to say? So I truly recommend for you, look at your business, where things are feeling hard, feeling complicated, where you can actually do it easier. What would that feel like if it would be easier? And the answer is going to come, because let me tell you, when you ask your subconscious mind a question, the answer will come. You just have to listen and believe that it is enough. You don't need to do 500 things to get one sale. That's just completely crazy and not sustainable. And having a successful business, it's all about consistency. It's all about that potent, fun, high-end energy. And how are you going to do that if it feels heavy and it feels complicated and it feels all these emotions, and it's just like this contradicting, complicated energy that is you're offering out there, versus like, here is what I want, here is what it looked like if it was easy. There's the clarity, there is the flow in it, there is the ease in it, and things just from this beautiful open channel, things just going to come to you. Sometimes maybe in your business, you are, if you're a manifesting generator reflector in human design, a lot of times you have a lot of ideas and you think they're all amazing. You gotta act on them right now. Well, I always, when you do a one-on-one reading with me, I really teach you how to make decisions, because I think this is the number one skill that everybody should be able to own, because it's not about going to a coach, going to a psychic, going to all these people around you to get the confirmation or get some kind of guidance. It's about really tapping into your inner guidance that is always there and is always here to help you and guide you to where you're meant to be. But if you don't know how to even ask the right question, you don't even know what is a yes, what is a no, right? It's very, very hard to move through life. So always you're dependent on something external. So when I help my clients to really tap into their authority, right, to how they're meant to make decisions in their life, everything starts to be so much more easier. And when you have all these ideas, if you're a salesperson or you're a business owner, you think like, oh my God, I gotta do this, and I gotta do this program, and I gotta do this program. And instead of all of this, right, how about really focus on the one program that makes you like, oh, like that true, like this potent, very excited energy. And a lot of times what I am actually working on is my signature offer that I'm so excited to share with you soon, where I combine so many of my gifts, so much of my experience, so much of the transformations that already happened, and I really put it into this beautiful one container, one program that is really going to help you to transform your life. And this is what it's all about. Like, how would it look like if it was easy? Because if we had 500 programs, it's very hard to like sell them, and like you feel confused and you don't know when and how. Like, when you're really focusing on one offer that is really like, it combines all of those things you love and you really feel excited about, it's really a true hell yes. It's simpler because it's rinse and repeat. You can try again and again and again and again, and you can refine it, and you can learn every launch. You can really make the wording and the content and the messaging much more concise, and it takes time. So when it comes to sales, when it comes to how I sell, because I sell in a completely different way, and I see all these TikTok gurus, they have all these like scripts and email scripts and how you should, sell, and they have all these tactics and all these, tricks and hacks. But for me, as a woman, I sell in a completely different way. And specifically, as someone who's very spiritually aware, I sell in a completely different way. And I teach my clients how to do that, actually. I have one of my clients, she is a phenomenal salesperson. She, right now, after 3 weeks working together, guys, she quit her current job where she was doing more operation, and she really wanted to tap into sales. And she didn't know how to sell, right? Nobody really taught us how to sell. There's no like, you go to college or university, you get some training, unless you really go to somebody to learn. But even then, it's kind of like, it's very masculine, right? It's very one way of how to do things. And sales, it's not about one way. It's about your way. And this is exactly what I taught her, how to use her energy, her unique imprint energy, and how to utilize it to attract the people to her. Because as women, there's nothing like somebody that, I'm sorry, I don't like the energy of going after things, chasing people, trying to convince people. That is not the energy I feel that I thrive in. So, at the beginning I did that. I've been doing sales for years and years and years. And at the beginning, that because I taught to do this way, I did it and it felt just disgusting. And I hate selling after that. But when I truly let go of the pressure of the specific script and way, and truly allow myself to connect, first of all, to myself, and I allow myself to be very clear what I want to do and how I want to feel, and truly believe in my product and truly believing in my service and really be excited about it, people just come to me. And that is actually what we did with her. She came to me and she told me, you won't believe, like, I've been in this meeting for like a year already, as she was doing sales and operations. And after we did this reading and I taught her what's her unique way of selling and really amplifying her energy, she told me so many people came to her. She didn't even approach them. She just sitting there and people just came to her telling her, hey, can you stop by? I have this thing that I want to show you that I want you to help me with. Or I have this thing that I need your service for. It just happened. And that is the magic. That is something that nobody will teach you in the conventional sales training, because everybody think that if they're going to just learn a script and just look good and smile, that's it. They got the sell. But it's so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that, because it can happen. You're constantly selling. And if you put a mask when you're selling, people feel that you're not authentic. People feel there's something that I can't put my finger on and I can't truly trust her. And when you know how to sell from your way, it is so fucking magnetic and so potent. So I'm actually thinking about doing a masterclass. This just, again, came from me. And I was like, you know what? If somebody is interested to learn how I close millions of dollars a year in sales, not burning myself out, not tiring myself out, no hustling, having the time to be with my family, having the time to do this, help other people, help myself, be present with myself, and do it my way, in a way that feels good, in a way that feels exciting and sustainable. I want to do this class, and I do this master class to teach you how to sell your way. So if you're interested in that, if I'm going to have 10 people that are interested in that, I'm going to do this masterclass. And if you are interested, DM me on my Instagram at Effortlessly Abundant Life. On my Instagram, Effortlessly Abundant Life. You can also see it in the show notes. There's a link there. And just DM me, Sell Your Way, and you're going to get the pre-sale price of $97. Okay? This is going to be a pre-sale price for $97 for a class. This is a masterclass where I truly lay out to you what I did to make me the top salesperson in my industry. But again, not from the place of hustling, not from the place of pushing, convincing, none of that. From a place of true feminine energy, but more than that, I did it my way. That feels good for my way. And I'm going to teach you through your human design how you actually meant to sell. It's just going to change the game for you. So if you feel called to, DM me at Effortlessly Abundant Life. Sell your way to get your pre-sale ticket for only $97. The price is going to go higher if I decide to go, if I see people are interested. So this is truly up to you. I am putting it out there to see if there are people who want to do it, and that's the way to go. So let's talk about, in this sales, as I said, it's really how can I do it easier? So as I said, the way it looked for me in sales, it was actually tapping to my human design, tapping to how I actually meant to move through life. Not everybody meant to cold call people. Not everybody meant to cold message people. Some people not meant to do it. Some people meant to just share their knowledge and trust that the right people will see it and they're going to come to them. So as I said, in the masterclass, I'm going to teach you how you actually meant to sell in a way that feels good and actually feels more you than ever. But really ask yourself, do I really have to do it in your job? If you're selling, if you have a business, like, do I really have to do it? Who said that I have to do it? There's so many different businesses. There's so many different ways to sell. There's so many ways of doing business, and there's no one right way. So I want you to really think about it and really be honest with yourself. What does feel good and what doesn't? Now, if we're talking about health, one of the things that I'm really super excited is, when I talk about health, I cannot separate the mental and the physical, right? It's just combined into one. So for me, is really, what did it look like if it was easy in terms of my health? Is, let's say in the morning, I have my warm water with lemon that I don't skip. This is my non-negotiable. This is how I detoxify my body. I clean my body from inside. I take my vitamins. I take all the things that Dr. Taggy, she's prescribed to me to make sure that whatever I need to be in balance with, I am. And also in the morning, since I don't really have time, I'm usually, I have my routine, and this is where my app comes in. Like, I do my meditation for like 10 minutes and I feel on cloud nine. I get what I need to get. I'm ready to tackle the day. And then I have my shake. And in the shake, I put exactly everything that my body needs, like all the nutritions that it needs. So it has collagen, and it has some moringa, and it has superfood, and it has ashwagandha, and all these different blends that I just put in this shake. And I just feel like I gave my body what it needs to function. And I'm usually not even hungry before 2. And then I have my salad, or find something easy to eat, or I meal prep. And that's one of the things I like to do also to make things easier, is to meal prep. A lot of times when I cook for my son, my family, and I just cook it for the next 3 days, and I don't need to think about it, and it's just easier. So a lot of times we think like, oh my God, I have to have this whole meal prep, and I have to have, sitting in the kitchen and working so hard. And no, it doesn't have to be this way. Like, it takes literally 2 seconds to make the shake. It really takes 10 minutes to pour into my soul and my energy, and recharging my soul and energy so I can show up and can attract what I want in that day and create my day from this place. It doesn't have to be 3 hours of morning routine. It can be 5, 10 minutes, even 3 minutes. But the intention and committing and being consistent, that is where the magic lies. So that's why I'm so freaking passionate about this app that is coming soon, because you're going to start experiencing this magic, and you're going to start realizing, hey, I don't need all these hours upon hours. It's just doing the right things to get your nervous system, to get your mind, your body align, to come down and align to what it is that you actually want, to start attracting and experiencing the life that you want to have right now, right here. And it's nothing more exciting than that. So the key thing to all the things that I just gave you examples that show up for me in my life, how would it look like if it was easy? The key here is to let it be enough. A lot of time, we're going to convince ourselves like, hey, this is not enough. So for instance, if I, as a salesperson, right, I set myself and I asked myself this question of this day, is like, what would I look like if it was easy and it was actually fun and exciting for me? And I would say to myself, I'm going to see today 5 clients or 5 potential clients. And let's say I saw those 5 clients. And then I'm like, you know what? I feel I didn't work hard enough. I need to see more people. And I didn't trust that. That is where you're sabotaging yourself, because you're not letting it be enough. You're thinking there's always more of whatever you think you need to do. And there's this sales guru, whatever, trainer, that talks about this idea of one more call, one more client, one more message. Yeah, okay, well, one more, and one expense. Like, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. And this is where my perspective on sales is so different, because it's not a numbers game for me. I don't think like if I call 100 people, I'm going to get the 10 sales. That's retarded for me. It doesn't make sense, because in the end of that, I'm so tired and burned out that I don't even want to do it the next day. It just sounds like it's just terrible. Versus using my energy to do the work for me. Obviously, having the universe and source work with me, co-create with me, let him to do the heavy lifting, but let my intention and what I feel is feeling good be good enough, and let go. And that's it. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't overburden yourself. Don't tell yourself the story that is not enough, because it's not about the doing. It's not about how much you do. It's about the quality of the thing that you do. So after, let's say, 5 clients, I have this like feeling like, you know what? I feel like I'm excited and I want to see more. Sure, go ahead and do it. But if you feel you have this idea and this like, this kind of like this voice in your head telling you, you know what? You didn't see enough people. That is not your intuition. That's your ego. That is the voice that always going to keep you in this trap of like, you're not enough. What you do is not enough. And that is not what you want to listen to. That is not intuitive guidance. So I hope you guys enjoy this fun episode. And I want to hear all of the things, how you're going to make your life easier, how you're going to make your business, your sales job, your family life, your health, whatever it is in any category in your life that you feel you want it to just be a little more fun, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more spacious and easy and fun and exciting, and all these emotions that really are so potent and so magnetizing of more abundance. So share that with me. I would love, love, love to hear that. So find me on my Instagram at Effortlessly Abundant Life. I'm right there. My name is Natalia. You can always DM me, and I would love, love, love to hear what it is that you guys are actually excited to drop the hustle, drop the complexity, and really embrace the easiness, the funness, and the spaciousness. Okay? So with that, guys, I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love wherever you are, and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye.